Hi everyone, I'm Alice and I'm back with one of my art journal pages about Puss in Boots. This time, as you will see, this one the cat arrives to the castle to give the rabbit to the king. And since I couldn't find any properly pictures on the internet, I had to use an old book I have from my pupils at school and use their pictures to have a copy, a bigger copy, and of course a colored one. Well, as you can see, I'm using my watercolor pencils to give the king a little bit more color. And well, although it's quite soft at the beginning, with the help of the markers it gets brighter at the end. And after having colored my two main characters, because well, you will see there are also the two dead rabbits there. Now we get to the most difficult part for me, which was the background of the book with all the stone I wanted to do, just to feel that we are in a in a middle age castle with a king and a prince and a princess. So it was very difficult because I had to make the throne, and it isn't as you could say with a king. It isn't just a right one, but it has to be a little bit turned, because the king is not looking directly to us, but it's looking directly to the cat, and the cat is also on the page. So it has, it was quite difficult for me to draw the stairs and to locate the king and so on, because although I like this hobby so much, I haven't studied arts and I don't know how the proportions are and how you could draw these kind of things. I simply love uh, how I create the coat of arms because, well, just uh, gluing them into the page, it gives um, a lot of color, and it gives this stone wall, this boring stone wall, a little bit more color. So I also love the details about the two little rabbits, the two little dead rabbits that the card offers to the king as a humble present from the Marquis of Carabas. After gluing everything, I use some varnish to to have a little surface, non-pull surface to work it later, and to fix everything properly to the background. Some, well, some pages before I used to use Mod Podge instead of varnish, but the problem with Mod Podge is that it's quite thick and it doesn't allow me to work the shadows properly. While varnish, it does, because it leaves a very thin layer in which you can work with using your markers. So I prefer now to use varnish instead of Mod Podge. It depends on what you like. work, it's time to write this little part of the story, the Puss. So the Puss went to see the king, and he said, "Your Majesty, here I bring you 2 rabbits that the Marquis of Caraba gave to you, very humble. So say to your master," said the king, "I thank him and I like the rabbits a lot." So with this page, I hope you had fun, and we see us on the next one, which is going to be about, well, a promenade on a coach. So I wait you in my next video. Bye!